he's in alright position. I would say Creat's a little bit ahead though, because he still has 4 mining bases to 3, and he hasn't taken that damage to his main. So we'll see. Loading up for another drop, and if and this is a big drop. Lots and lots of overlords heading in. If this is successful, it could spell absolute doom for Sangho, or Ryan, or whatever he wants to be called. All those gateways are just there naked, and unfortunately Protoss can replace gateways relatively fast. It looks like a bunch of Ryan's army is pressing out, and his Reavers are out of position, everything's out of position. His main is just going to get nuked here, and he's going to have no production for a little while. And this could be almost GG if all of his gateways go down. On the other, he's taking down another base. He's taking down 2 bases. So this might be a who kills who first sort of situation. Dropping in the natural too, I don't think that'll go very far. Between those cannons and those zealots, I think it'll get taken down. So unsuccessful harass there. We'll see how many gateways he can take down. He's unpowered, most of them, I think. That Reaver's moving, and Lurkers don't do a ton of damage to buildings, and most of his Lings are down. So it may have been a mistake to drop, well, I think it was a mistake to drop those forces on the natural, because now he doesn't have enough to do really critical damage to the gateways in the main. And another base is going down for Ryan, and I think, Ryan's mined out his natural, so he's going to need that extra base to stay in the game, but he's taken down a lot of Creat's bases, and I would say now Ryan's in the lead because of Creat's mistake in pulling off that harassment. Another drop going into the top right though. This game is absolutely crazy. Lings and a Lurker dropping out. Another Lurker going in for harassment, gets picked off by that cannon, and those Lings that they focus will probably be able to take down the Nexus. I'm not sure who's ahead now, but I don't know. Ryan doesn't have very much of a force on the ground, so he's got those Reefers heading out, and he's taken down a lot of Creat's economy, but Creat still has his main and his natural mining. Shuttle goes down, another shuttle might go down. There's nothing that can attack air in those shuttles, but the other shuttle escapes, fortunately for Ryan. And he does have at least 2 bases up and mining, and with pretty good probe saturation. So he's in an alright position, and he's got enough gateways still going that he can pump an army. Decent sized force heading up for Creat, and this attack might decide the game. Oh, and another shuttle goes down. That might be a game changer if this attack ends up succeeding. Lurker harass takes down 3 or 4 probes, but nicely anticipated. Might take down the Nexus if he can't get an observer there in time. He probably will be able to. Oh, and all the probes being caught in transition. This is just horrible. He loses 2 of the probes still surviving, but we're seeing the first-person view now, and I think Ryan is in big trouble here. Now he's down to 1 mining base. It doesn't have great probe saturation. His other probes are dead, and he doesn't have a big force in the ground. He really has nothing going for him. And bases going back up for Creat, and I think this is, well, I don't want to call it yet, but I don't see a easy way back for Ryan in this game. Very back and forth, but I think Creat ended up doing more economic damage, and in this sort of who kills who first situation, it usually favors the Zerg player, because if economy is going down left and right, the Zerg can continue to pump forces on less of an economy than the Protoss player requires. Creat slowly mining out his main. A few probes back up at that I guess 10:30 position. Harassment coming in piecemeal. 3 zealots dying before doing any damage. Gonna try to take down that hatch, and he probably will succeed. So doing some counter damage, a couple of Lings popping out, but taking down the hatchery won't do much if this attack on, well, this double attack goes in. Great job by Creat, going for 2 things at once. Those Reefers will clean out the main, but that Dark Swarm is going to, I think, allow the Lurkers to at least take down most of those cannons. Take down all the cannons and the Nexus, and Ryan's in huge trouble now. He only has 1 mining base. He will take down this hatchery, so still managing to do a ton of damage, but he's losing all his zealots there, and Creat does have the 530 base back up. So, and he's still mining from his natural. So he has 2 mining bases at least. I think just 2. Versus 1 mining base plus maybe the main if it goes back up, and Templar doing a little dance before morphing into an Archon. Yeah, Ryan's been fighting well. He's done a great job overall, hanging on in this game, but he just doesn't have enough of an army, and he's got to do critical damage in order to reset things economically, but he can't with the forces he has. 2 shuttles being turned back by being scouted, and great use of Dark Swarm, and that lurker. 1 lurker isn't going to be able to do a ton of damage. It would have been more effective if you could send in more lurkers. That Archon will clean things up. But interesting, once that mineral line is close to being mined out, it becomes possible for that sort of harassment to go in between the gaps in the minerals. Loading up for another drop, and this may be the killing blow. I'm not sure whether he'll go for the main again. He's pretty much eviscerated the main. There's not very much left there. He might go for that 1 mining base at the 1130 position. Something from the Queen, I think a parasite, to keep track of Sangho's army, and that actually is pretty important at this stage of the game, because the best Sangho can do is try to take down Creat's remaining bases, and he can't do that if Creat's army knows where he is and can anticipate him. 4 Reavers there and a bunch of storms, wasting storms there though. He can't afford to just throw 3 storms at the same patch of ground right now. His Reavers are landing. The Reavers will do a lot of damage, but they don't have enough screening, and they'll go down relatively soon. Big slaughter in the middle. Lots of well, the Reavers, only 1 Reaver's gone down so far, but the rest of Ryan's army is in tatters, and the Reavers will do a whole bunch of damage in this expansion. Probably take down the drones if they're smart. Oh, but the Lurker takes down 2 of the Reavers, and that was sloppy by Ryan not picking the Reavers up when they dropped on top of that Lurker fire. And all the drones have burrowed, and great job by Creat here. The 1 Reaver does escape, but the main's been cleaned out. And this is GG. Ryan's running on empty. And he's going to try to... He drops that Reaver. No drones there to harass. Kills a bunch of Zerglings, but the Reaver's almost dead. And going for... Creat going for attacks on the natural. It doesn't even matter. There's nothing at the natural. No mining at all. Creat succeeded in taking out that base. And Ryan recognizes the situation he's in, and GG's. So, great game overall. Very exciting. And we'll move on to the second game of the set, which I think is between... Hold on 1 second. Between Hiva and Frozian. So I'll see you there. This has been Hamilcar. Bye.